Thought you were listening to a podcast. Now you are listening to the Pimp Gas. You thought you were listening to a podcast. Now you are listening to the Pimp Gas. You thought you were listening to a podcast. Now you are listening to the Pimp Gas. You thought you were listening to a podcast. Now you are listening to the Pimp Gas. Ooh, we done stepped in the room.
Why drink 500 vodka? Glad you asked. It's gluten-free, corn-based, and 500 vodka offers 3 outstanding products that are unmatched in the market today. Superior Ultra Premium Neutral and combo flavored vodkas. 500 coconut pineapple and 500 strawberry lime. Drink sexy. Drink responsibly. Drink 500 vodka.
This 500, I don't know what it's doing. It's mixing well with this pizza, and it's doing some things.
That's what it is. It looks super trippy in here. We got the, blue and purple lighting and stuff. Y'all gonna see in the future how we cooking. We sitting back eating on some Domino's, sipping on some 500 vodka, so life is good.
Man, I want to hear Purple Rain now.
You need to hear Purple Rain?
Purple Rain.
I'll put that on my notepad tonight, too. I might have to do the same thing. You're in this thing with the Velvet Vibes podcast. Exhaling for you one time. Not one time, but 2 times. I already took my energy pill.
Oh, wow.
Otherwise, you would have caught me on some slow motion potion.
Wow.
But I already took my pill today. And no, we don't pop Molly's or XOs around here. For all y'all listeners that wonder what type of pill I pop my energy pill, like I stated.
Or do you pop that? Hey, pop that.
Hey, pop that punch bug. Hey.
The what now?
That punch bug.
That's his turn.
It's a cleaner term.
Yeah, it's a cleaner turn.
Anyway, as I think myself have been introduced. We got Lynneopoly on the 1s and 2s. Ficky, talk about it.
Baby, I'm back. Yeah.
She's back again. And then we got here.
We got a new vibe now.
Yeah. Look, she
with that. Hey y'all.
Right, she's on a better vibe, a better mood. I like that. Maybe
I'm over here doing the whoa.
If y'all wonder what happened, her horse just went to the Old Town Road.
Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna let you introduce Scorp real quick.
Then we got, you hold that thought because you look like you had something good to say. ScorpionKing in this thing. He got his cup turned upside down. You know he ain't playing.
Yeah, that 500. What's happening?
And Lynneopoly, what were you about to say here?
Oh, did y'all see the video for the Old Town Road?
Oh yeah, did you see it?
They got so many. Which one y'all talking about?
The official.
The official one. They've been making all these fake videos. The real video finally dropped.
With him.
Chris Rock on it.
No, I ain't seen it.
Haha Davis. Rico Nasty's in there too.
Rico Nasty's
I ain't
on
seen
there.
The one I've been
Vince
seeing.
Staples.
What I've been seeing was showing Billy Ray Cyrus in the studio playing the guitar. Then
that was a fan made one, yeah.
And then the other dude, he dancing like he had a basketball game with cowboy hat on. Then he on the same video, he dancing look like in the graveyard. And then he got a lot of other people doing the dance too. That's the one I seen.
Well, I think their horse went way to the Old Town Road on that video, but
y'all need to see the one Shaq did.
Shaq?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What did Shaq do?
He
was trying to dance on her?
Shaq made an Old Town Road video too.
Oh, the challenge?
Yeah.
Oh,
he did the challenge.
I haven't seen it though.
I slapped her forehead. I think you mentioned it before.
Yeah, I mentioned it. Y'all need to see that one. That one hilarious.
I'm going to put that on my notepad after this episode.
Real quick though, like since we're talking about Little Nas, like X,
Hey.
you gotta throw that in too.
Yeah.
You think that he's gonna make another song that's just like that?
I heard he is. He working on another one now.
What is it called? It's like
Pasta or something.
I don't know the name of it, but I heard he finna do all genders. He working on a blues song. Yeah, he going all down the list, the rock song and all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, that's what they said. He gonna try to hit all the genres. He gonna make a rock song. They said he's trying to hit like he probably want to see can he get on the charts for each one.
Because ain't nobody never done it before.
That'd be crazy if he hit the rock chart. And I'm trying to think what else. He gotta make a techno song.
He doing all of them, pop and all that stuff.
I want to hear his
song,
reggae.
his song right now is the #1 song in the country.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
it's the #1 stream song ever made. You know that?
He beat Lil Duval.
Since streaming been out, yeah.
He beat Lil Duval.
He knocked Drake out.
Yep.
Okay. So with that said, which one are y'all picking? Little Duval or Little Nas X? For the best song, like I'm talking about, like if you had to pick a song, between those two songs.
I'm gonna say "Living My Best Life" probably makes me, cause both of them songs. Let's say this: if either one of them songs come on, and I ain't talking about at a party, I'm just saying in the out the clear blue sky. If you just shopping at Walmart and it just came on, you will act the fool off either one of them songs. But I think "Living My Best Life" will have me cutting up a little bit more.
I don't think so.
Look, true story. I've been hearing these songs at work because. Like at 9:30, we start cleaning up for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And they play music. When I hear them, I just be in my little groove by myself. I'll be hitting this little Duval. Smile, bitch! Smile, bitch!
Come on.
Exactly.
Nah.
Yeah,
I hear Old Town Road.
They be playing them too, and I be...
Yeah, it makes you grab your belt. You're like, I
be getting it.
I can't do it. When he says the horses in the back, hey, you just start.
You know what I think that formula is? It's like when people have that dry voice, just how I said about 21 Savage. Like when your voice sounds dry, because the way he said, "I got the horses in the back," like just that alone have me into. I'm like, oh hell yeah, you know. I'm like, I'm gonna do the next song. I'm gonna go to sleep, and then I'm gonna have a beat on the laptop already ready, and I'm gonna go to sleep. Then I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna set an alarm. I'm gonna wake up. and I'm gonna just start rapping and record it while I'm dry voice. They're gonna be a hit.
Oh my god!
Trust me, it's gonna be a hit.
Let's see.
It's gonna be a hit.
Speaking of songs, y'all go check out the #1 streaming song right now, "Coolin'."
Cool. Yes, we're on Spotify.
We're on Spotify now. You know,
Tidal, Deezer.
We're on all the streaming platforms. We moving.
Major.
We keeping it good.
Next we got Shane soon. We gotta get them up.
Yeah, get them numbers up on that. We got plenty more coming. We got the whole. Don't worry. It's a lot of shit coming our way. I don't want people to try to follow this path. But check this out. This is what I wanted to say. Now I don't think Duval's done at all. No, I think he probably got more heat in him. But I kind of think I know people think that Nas X, they probably looking at him like designer, like he ain't gonna do it again. I think he gonna do it again.
Yep.
You think he gonna do it again? Like hit wise? Or do you think the next one might be like,
I think it might be like, Because, I mean, even with Little Duval, like, I think he has a song that's out right now, and I still haven't heard it.
Yeah, that other
like,
song.
it hasn't hit like that. I mean, it might do well.
Yeah, but it didn't do like,
It's not going to do like
Living My
that.
Best Life, yeah.
And I think he'll have more longevity than Designer. Designer.
He better, hell. I think he automatically gonna have it, because I think when he drops something else, people gonna be like, I just want to hear it automatically.
Speaking of Designer,
Panda.
do y'all know who? It took me a long time to get onto Panda though. Like I was late on Panda.
I think it kind of did me that way, because when Panda dropped, when I still was on the, I don't really want to listen to too much new music wave.
Same here.
And then I was like, oh okay, but I do like this song.
I don't know if y'all know who Jake Paul is.
The YouTuber.
Yeah, he's a YouTuber. Mm-hmm. He just be, I don't even know what he does. He just be doing random crazy stuff. Anyway, so he threw a party for Designer's 22nd birthday. Chris Brown was there. While he was at the party, some lady showed up at his house and was throwing voodoo dolls over the fence onto his lawn, and she was like, "You cursed my son, and I need you to get this curse off my son." Y'all haven't heard anything about this?
This was to designer?
Oh no, this was for Chris Brown.
That's what she was doing.
Yeah. This was while he was at Designer's party. Chris Brown was at Designer's party, and while he was there, this lady was throwing the voodoo dolls over the fence, doing that. And so she was saying that he put a curse on her son.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, this person's crazy. But I also saw, like, on a YouTuber's page, they had covered before. Shout out to Lovely T. I got this information from her. She had covered before that some lady showed up to Chris Brown's house saying that he put a curse on her. So it makes me kind of wonder what is. I don't know.
I kind of.
But this was like she said this was like 2 years ago. This lady showed up at his house.
Yeah.
And said, "Hey, you put a curse on me. Take the curse off." Like, they just want the curse off. They don't want to hang out with him. They don't want to date him.
They just want him to take the curse off.
Yeah. So I'm like, what is going on?
That's crazy.
Look, we know
that's
Chris
weird,
Brown,
right?
Yeah.
That's some weirdness.
He's a snauter, first off. So, you know, snorters be doing some funny shit. I think. Look, I ain't the guy to believe everything, and you know, I'm a conspiracy guy, but I don't know. For some reason, that don't sound far from the truth. Yeah. And you could call me crazy. What you think about that, Scorp? You don't want no voodoo dog.
You don't want no curse words.
No comment.
Moving on. Anyway.
Matter of fact, yo, excuse me, miss. You better sing a song before he
right,
come
we
get
love
you.
you, Chris Brown. We love you.
I just dance out Chris Brown music. That's it.
I just want us. So, this is something that needed to be touched on. This goddamn motherfucking abortion shit is going on.
Oh man.
Are y'all very familiar? Lynneopoly, you familiar with what's going on?
Vaguely. I mean, I've seen some memes. I've heard videos.
I've been hearing a lot of it on the Breakfast Club and stuff.
Alabama approved it, and I think Georgia approved it, and I heard Mississippi did as well. But
that abortions are banned? Wait a second.
They're banned. Yeah, they approved that if you abort a child, and I hope I'm incorrect here, but I think they said as far as the severity of the charges you get is life in prison because it's it's considered murder out there. So first off, that is quite steep of a charge. Second off, before I even go further on what I think, what do you think about it, Lynn?
I mean, okay, so just real quick. I mean, this is a deep topic.
It is.
I mean, so I have so many thoughts on it.
I don't plan on sitting here briefly.
I understand everybody's viewpoint. Let me just say that first. I understand both sides of the argument. But my thing is too, to be a realist in the world we live in right now, what happens to the kids that people are forced to have? What happens with that? Because you can say, oh, people can be responsible. There's birth control. There's condoms. There's this. There's that. But it's people aren't responsible. There's so many messages saying those truth ads that say don't smoke. Yeah. People still smoke.
They do it anyway.
We're drinking right now. And then how many times we have to be told don't drink. And we still do it because we enjoy doing it. And some people enjoy doing it without condoms and without birth control. And I mean, it sounds funny, but I'm this is the real world we live in. Some people are just irresponsible. And, I was irresponsible too. So I can't even judge anybody. So
all around the board.
The thing is, it's just what happens with those kids that are born? What happens with them? That's my question.
Yeah, that's a big question. Of course, that's not something I could answer, but at the same time, if they say in life, or even if whatever the jail term may be, I think that's steep, period, to have to go to jail behind that. Not to mention how you said that what people are forced to have, that would include rape, and which we definitely don't take that lightly. And also, I don't even like talking about it, but, the sick truth of the world we live in, people that mess with underage girls too. So I heard on the Breakfast Club, they were asking this lady that called in, they were asking her, what if a girl is 12 years old and she's pregnant? and God forbid, of course, but this happens in our world. She responded, well, still carry it and just give it away. You don't have to kill it and stuff like that. But
think about that. Like, think about that as like you as a person. Mm-hmm. It's just like, I don't know. I mean, this sounds very like depressing, but it's just like, would you want, like, you're saying that these kids want to be given away if you can't take care of them or whatever the case is. It's just like, who's to say they want to be given away? Now they have so many questions. Now you got other people in the world that feel some type of way. Mm-hmm. So it's just kind of like,
and you ain't gonna make everybody happy.
It's just, you solve one problem and create 5 more problems. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what they're doing with this. Like, yeah, it solves a problem, but then it creates more problems that need to be solved.
Yeah, because at the
that
end
needs more laws that need to be created, and it's just like it goes on. It's like
to be honest, I don't think you could. I don't even think there is a resolution for something like this, because I agree with you. If you say, okay, you can't abort it, just give it away. And I know people may say, oh, it's, people who agree with that may say, well, it's better than aborting it. But at the same time, that child grows up, they don't know their parent, they want to get to know them and stuff like that. That's another issue that has to be dealt with. I don't know. It's like you said, it goes on and on and on with that. How are you feeling about it, Scorp?
Can't understand why that's so long. Hey, I must have the superpowers that's 223,000 hours and I the CCs, hey, and all the Hennessy, hey.
To the counter, baby. This dick ain't free. How you feel about it, Scorp?
Man, when I first heard about it, I'm like, damn. First state they called out was Alabama.
It's a religious town.
Right, that's the Bible Belt. They hit the whole Bible Belt of the country and just boom.
I'm like, that shit crazy though, man. Cause even if you was raped / molested and all that shit, you can't get an abortion. You have to keep it. That's what they trying to say. And if you do, like Jug said, you gonna have to do some jail time, which to me is crazy, because some people, I done heard some people say, and it, to me is wrong, but some people always say that, that the child was a mistake. Mm-hmm. And that's something you should never tell your child, and nothing like that, but
accountable for your actions.
Yeah, and all in all, like you said, my thing is this, and then with the underage kids and situations like that, that's wrong.
Get them a chance.
You know what I'm saying? That's pure wrong. Why should a 12-year-old who's been molested, raped, or whatever the situation may be, have to carry that child?
That's crazy.
In the long run, that's still a child. Like that, I always heard back home, a child carrying a child.
Yeah, trying to raise one.
A child trying to raise a child. That's ridiculous. And then with, like Lynneopoly said, also you got people out here that don't like to use condoms, don't like to use birth control.
Yeah, it doesn't make you feel good.
No. I know some people that use birth control and they still want to get pregnant.
They still have it. Yep.
And they still have it. I used to work with, I'm not going to get this person's name out, but I know somebody I used to work with back at home. And she said she never had sex before. So she wanted to try it, having sex. Mm-hmm. So she tried sex. She wound up pregnant.
First time.
Off rip.
Right off the bed.
And then now, she's raising a child, but also she like her same sex. So, yeah.
So she didn't convert it.
Yeah,
that could be why. She probably was like, I ain't trying to.
But
first time ever, and that's what you get.
But to me, it's kind of sad. How they doing these laws nowadays, because it's just getting out of hand. Like you said, the world we living in now, everything changing from when we was all growing up. A lot of things changing now. I mean, at kids these days, 12 years old, 9 on up, they got cell phone. I ain't had a cell phone since I was 17 years old, and I had to have a job before I got me a cell phone. Before I got my first cell phone.
Imagine that though. Like, we all have kids.
Yeah.
So imagine that your kid goes out first time, like you said that your friend did, first time, and they're at a young age. You know what I mean? Let's just say 14. I'm just gonna say 14.
Yeah.
Like, how would you feel that now they have to raise this kid? There's no option in it, no nothing. So now then that also comes back on you
as a grandparent,
that you have to help raise this kid. So now what?
Yeah, I would feel a way about that as well. Like, that's something, like, you got to think it's something that we can talk to our kids, and we can hope they listen and stuff like that. And people want to say they put their kids in a suplex and everything else, but at the end of the day, once they get a certain age, it's a decision that they make, And
do you think that if it's a law that is going to actually make people be more conscious of, okay, I can't do that? Just because kind of like, even there's a law that you have to now be 21 in Texas to smoke, And it's like, yeah, you sometimes see younger people smoking and stuff like that, but it's just like, still that for the most part, you still only see like people 21 and up smoking. So it's just kind of like, do you think that actually it will start to affect people where they're like, okay, I get it. If I do this, I'm going to have to raise this kid. So let me be more safe, more conscious.
I would say,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would say, you might see a slight decrease because of that. But if they think it's going to eliminate the problem, it's not going to eliminate. But I think it may make people somewhat. It might be like a 2% decrease in teen pregnancy or in people that's, I guess unwanted pregnancy, to say. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I don't think it's going to... You think it'll be a huge dip?
I have another question too. I don't know. I don't know. I think over time, to me, I feel like that's why only those states approved it. Because they're kind of trying to test it out.
Legalizing marijuana. That's what they're doing.
Trying to test it out and see what happens.
They're still going through that. Trying to legalize marijuana in the South.
It makes me kind of wonder too, because I know that like when you're pregnant, like after so many weeks, they test to see if the baby has like any type of brain issues and stuff like that. Yeah. If they have autism or all these other things. And then I guess at that point you can still kind of like abort them if they do have these things. So I wonder if now in those states, are they going to stop testing that for that, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they have it or not. You're going to have this baby.
Yeah,
like, it doesn't matter.
That might happen. Because
you can't even ask to test that. It's like,
because that was really probably, they could probably make the argument and say, we only be testing this so you can know as a parent. But they probably was testing for that purpose. So you can make a decision, because they're like, you're only this far along. What you want to do. Yeah, because
that's what they tell you.
Yeah.
They give you the option that you can still, because you're so many weeks along that you can still have that option. Now it's like, we're not going to test for that. That's what I feel like they're going to say. Because what's the point?
And and it's probably cheaper, for the hospital to be like, all right, we ain't running this test. Probably at all. Yeah, we're not running this test. And it's going to be, because I'm sure, everything they do, they'd be like, it costs X amount of dollars to run this test. They just going to be banking that money down that way, at least. They ain't going to run it at all. And that's me guessing. But that's crazy. That's crazy to not know, because you're going to have a kid and you ain't going to know nothing. If they subscribe to that theory, you ain't going to know shit until they get here. And I know people are like, oh, it don't matter, love your kid. Yeah, love your kid, but these
You're
are
not
concerns.
even prepared to take care of a kid that has these conditions.
Exactly.
And like people,
there might be extra precautions you should have made because you was unaware that this was going to be the case.
People aren't even prepared to take care of a kid that has normal conditions. Not to say. That's just the only way I know how to say it. But like to have normal conditions, and so to have any type of
just even like a skin thing, like jaundice and stuff like that. Like stuff like that, people would even be like, "Oh wow."
Yeah, they're not gonna know what to do.
All I'm gonna say is this: for the people who out there who don't want kids and they out here having sex without condoms and shit like that, unprotected sex, yeah, that too. You got two choices to make. One, don't be dipping in that pudding without no condom. Even though she said you saying that's the best pussy you ever. I'm finna keep this shit raw.
Keep it raw.
If that said you said that's the best wet pussy you ever had, you better wrap that motherfucker up if that's still the best pussy you ever had.
That's what dudes be doing too.
Or for the women too, they can go out and say, "Oh, this the best dick I ever had. I want you to go in raw." No,
You know what?
you wrap that motherfucker up.
Mm-hmm.
This. You know what? You
It go both ways. It go
you
both
saying
ways.
it like that makes me feel like not that's what y'all get, but some of y'all are out here thinking, "Oh, I'm just gonna do this, throw a little abortion money on the person and keep it moving." It's like, no, you're not.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're not gonna throw a little abortion money over here.
Yeah,
like that's not what's gonna happen. Like people think that stuff is funny.
No.
Like there's some people out here that think that stuff is funny, and they just say, "Here's the money," or "I'm gonna be on my way. You figure it out."
I heard a good argument. I want you to speak to this too. I heard a good argument in response to that, where they were saying if it's illegal for a woman to abort a child, it should be illegal for a man to leave. To it should be illegal for.
So now you're like obligated to marry this person practically.
Like pretty much, like you did it. You gotta and you could say, oh, it kind of is illegal. You could kind of say, oh, it kind of is illegal because of child support. No, I'm talking about it's illegal. You did that, you gonna stay and you gonna work it out. What you think?
That's a valid point, because why are we stuck with all of the repercussions? You know, we have to stick with all of the repercussions. We don't have no, choice in the matter. That's wild. I don't know. But I want to get to the memes part of all this.
What memes have you seen?
The memes where until we get our choices back, our options back, we don't have sex anymore.
Oh yeah, they banning sex.
Yeah, we don't do it no more.
I seen, who's that?
Janelle Monáe.
Yeah, I seen that. I'm like, what in the hell? Then I didn't even know she was that kind of way. I'm like, wait a minute.
In numerous ways.
Yeah, she's dating, what's wrong with it?
The woman that played on Black Panther.
Yeah, and Us. She's
Oh,
dating
wow.
right now.
Okay.
She dumped, what's her name? Thompson.
The girl that played in, what movie she played in?
She's about to be in Men in Black, the new one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot.
I didn't know she was gay too. I didn't know she like women either.
They're pansexual, she said.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
pansexual. I'm like, wait, pansexual?
I don't know what that even means.
Oh, it means you go. It's a different term of bisexual.
Like you just
Go both ways.
well, why not just bi?
No, I think it's another.
That's what I read. You just go all with it.
I mean, this is not any judgment in any form.
No,
This is
no.
like, this is our ignorance. We don't know.
No.
Like, we just
Yeah,
don't
that's
know.
why
I didn't know what pansexual mean myself until I looked it up.
It says not limited in sexual choice with regard to biological sex, gender, or
That means you can go both ways.
yeah, I guess pretty much.
Well, it's kind of like the person can even be like transgender or something, and then you still talk to them.
Yeah,
like
I guess
it's
it's
like
just-
all types of stuff.
Yeah, I guess it just means anything goes.
just anything. Like,
Yeah.
wow,
Anything goes.
I don't know.
Well,
But yeah, that's wild. I also heard that she talked to that the one from Us and stuff like that. She talked to Lupita.
Oh,
like
yeah.
they were together.
who?
Lupita.
The one you
The
was
both
talking
people
about?
from Black Panther. The two
Oh
main
yeah,
ones,
I think they together.
they both work together.
I think they still are.
Well, once
They
again,
just keeping it on the low.
not
They
limited.
together, and then Janelle Monáe. It's a bunch of
Triple threat.
stuff on there.
A little swapperoo going on. Well, check this out. Now, I'm going somewhere with this. I want to know. I'm gonna start a Lynneopoly. I'm looking at you, but I'm
I
thinking.
see you watching me.
But how old were you when you had your first drink of alcohol?
Oh, I already know my answer.
Approximately, because you may not pull it right on a year, but
The sad truth, I think I was in, I would say, 3rd or 4th grade.
Wait
I
a
was like 3rd
minute.
or 4th grade.
oh my gosh.
And I think I was like in 5th or 6th grade when my grandma, she just said, here's a whole wine cooler Go ahead. It's New Year's.
Wait a minute.
I said, oh, okay.
Wow.
But you know what? That happened a lot in a black community. Eventually, you be like, somebody hand you one, and they be like, go ahead.
Yeah. So 3rd and 4th grade, my sister, I'm the youngest one.
Mm-hmm.
My sister, I think she was 18 maybe, and I think her boyfriend was like 21 or something. And so I was over there for some reason, and
put one in your hand.
Yeah, he put it in my hand, and then she was like, "That's fine," and I was like, "Oh," and I tasted it, and I was like, "This does not taste like cream soda," because it was a beer, and I thought it was gonna taste like cream soda, and I was like, "It doesn't taste like cream soda."
Wow.
What about you, Scorp?
Oh man.
It's a follow-up question to this. I hope y'all know this is a setup.
No, okay.
Well, apparently, I believe she got everybody beat.
Yeah, I can't.
It was a little sip. It wasn't nothing.
But me, I started when I was right before I went to high school. Right before I went to high school, it was like the summer of, I think, right after I finished 8th grade. So I started off that strong shit.
You started before me.
Who you drinking moonshine?
Them one thing when you got me beat on.
I started out with champagne.
Champagne.
Yeah.
Nah, that tastes
I'm
good.
dead. Nah. But see, that was my first time drinking.
He was sipping that bubbly, wasn't he?
He had glass and everything.
No, I drank it out the bottle.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I was at my cousin's house. If my mama listening, you finally know this story.
It's too late. Is this cousin proceed?
What is this? See, y'all really king of the hill.
Yeah. Yep. My mom then went out of town, and we stayed at my cousin's house over the weekend, and she had a barbecue. It was me, my brother, and my cousin, and my sister.
There was no meal deal over there.
No, there was no meal doing going on. But,
I hope not.
But
okay, go ahead. Sorry.
But she was like, she gave me this like, I think this bottle was like 10 years old, a 10-year-old bottle.
Wow.
Oh,
It was aged up.
yeah, she had it ready for you.
Yeah, and she was like, go on and pop it. I'm like, you sure? She like, yeah, go ahead. So I'm just in there killing this shit. This is my first time ever drinking. I ain't know back then you supposed to eat before you drink.
Some strange results came.
So I'm just killing the bottle by myself. Ain't nobody else want nothing. So I drank half a bottle, then started eating. Then drank the rest of it by myself.
What?
Yeah. Then we supposed to be going to church the following Sunday. That Sunday, we supposed to be going to church. So I called, my mom then called me, asked me, do we go to church? I told her, no, I don't feel so good. So we didn't go to church. I was like, I feel sick. You know, she never understood why I feel sick. But
And now she knows.
Now she knows. She listening to this episode. So I got up after I got finished vomiting. And I ate me some pie. Some lemon meringue pie. And then that came right back up. I'm like, I don't think I can do this. I said, I got to get well before mom and them get back. So, yeah. That was the first time I started off drinking with some champagne. Yeah. Then I went to wine coolers. Then I went on to...
Man, what happened to wine coolers?
Yeah, they didn't exist.
Yeah, they still exist. They still like Kool-Aid to me.
Oh, okay.
Kool-Aid and Sprite. That's what I call it.
I guess, yeah, it's probably too late for
And then I went to gin and vodka and so on and so on. Yeah.
Shit, I think first time I drank, this is a shocking moment. Lynneopoly got the whole podcast.
Yeah, well, we don't know for sure.
Shit, she got no. Oh yeah,
we don't know for sure.
It's another one out there. Yes, he had it in his baby bottle.
Y'all don't be doing that. He still ain't have no threesome. So.
Right?
He gonna get there.
He said he haven't had a threesome yet, so I don't think he was drinking in his bottle yet. Shit, I think I was about maybe 13, 14 or something like that. Sneaking in grandma's Mad Dog 2020.
Hey, that's the shit right there, boy.
Don't say that. I learned my lesson about that shit too. I felt like Lynneopoly. I felt like we all probably did. Well, you had the look of having champagne, but you know most people come in the game like this. Like I wasn't I did not appreciate what I had, over the years. But then after that, I think I didn't drink again until I was probably like 20 or something.
What the?
Like, I just was cool on it. And then, now that life is real and, bills come to you and sometimes you need something in your cook. But I want to tell y'all that I asked this question for a reason.
Man, I've been drinking since I drank that champagne up to now.
Oh, you kept it. You kept it fluid.
Look, I've been drinking on the job and everything.
Oh, I didn't definitely drink on the job. Shoot, I unloaded I knocked back a 12 pack. Yeah, straight up, every bottle, every one. I knocked all of them back at Walmart. And yeah, I dropped names. I did it in the meat cooler when I was in the meat department. Doing samurai videos that we discussed on the last episode.
I remember
that. My point of bringing this up is Lynneopoly actually kind of touched on what I wanted to ask y'all. Now, how she said that she was around people and that relatives, and they said, "Hey, I'm gonna let y'all do it." What is the age for your child? Tell the truth. Don't CPS, turn it off. If you work for CPS, turn this episode off.
Hypothetically.
Or just go ahead and skip through. We ain't even got there yet. We just trying to hypothetically speak. What would be the time when you be like, alright? Because you know how people say, well, at least stay home with me and we safe and everything like that. But not just because that frown on your face.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna be honest and say, I probably would say 16. If I'm honest, I'm gonna say 16. And like how you said champagne, I'm not gonna say break open a beer. It's like, it might be New Year's or something like that. Yeah, New Year's. It might be a little champagne glass, a little thing. I'm saying. Mm-hmm. But I'm not guaranteeing that. I'm just saying, like, if I think about it, possibly.
I think that's reasonable.
I would say...
You look like you ready to put something in the bottle right now.
No, but I would say with me, I would like me personally, I would love to have the drink with my daughter with her first drink.
And I think that might be the reason why that I want it to be our first.
Like y'all have it together.
Yeah, you weren't at some party and it's like this isn't new to me.
Exactly. I would say around the same age, 16, 17. But with her first drink, I would love to be there with her when she have her first drink. Because like you said, nowadays things changing, folks spiking drinks and might get roofie and all that type of shit. You don't know what's going on.
That actually may be more of a good thing than people realize. I know people may be cringing listening to us say this, but at the same time, it may make just having that minor moment with your child might make them be like, my mom or dad is cool. Yeah. And when other things happen, they might be more likely to tell you like, hey, I want to do XYZ or, I have a girlfriend, boyfriend, or whatever. But if they feel like it's that sergeant, lieutenant household, they ain't telling you shit.
Cause I know with my mom, she knew when we all started drinking. Cause I bought my first bottle of alcohol when I turned 21. That was my goal.
21.
And it was a bottle of Hypnotic.
I like hustle so much.
Hey!
It was a bottle of Hypnotic. That was my first bottle I ever bought, yeah.
You were smiling, weren't you?
Hell yeah.
I would have carded your ass. Cause I bet you
they did card me.
You start smiling.
They did card me. I handled gave them my ID. And then make so bad the same damn night. We was, me and my homeboy. We was Yep.
What happened to that guy?
He's
so active in
I
the
know
night and just disappeared.
He probably got married on us.
We was in a dry county back at home, man.
I was with y'all, I think.
No, you wasn't.
Oh, okay.
You was out here in Texas. Then.
Oh, okay.
And we was in dry county. We got pulled over by the laws, and they made him pro that bottle of Hypnotic out in front of the police car.
I was there.
No, you wasn't. I told you about this story.
Well, hold on. Was y'all in Boonville?
Yeah. You weren't with us.
Oh, well, it was another time then. It was me, you, Jonathan. He had a backpack. He had some Ciroc and something else, and a cop took it. He ran a stop sign, and the police pulled us over. He had a backpack on. He said, "I hear all
That's
this."
when that wasn't that. I know what you talking.
Okay.
We were going to start Vegas that night.
Okay,
That's a different time.
Dang, that boy steak getting caught. Go ahead.
Yeah, that was a different time. That's when back when the whole clan was that night.
He don't need to drink.
But that was a different night because that same night it was my first ever experience going to the strip club.
So you showing up lit.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna take me to the strip club?
Let's go.
The male strip club?
Let's go to bed.
Like males dancing strip
We're
club?
going to bed.
I can't answer that question.
I've never been to one, so y'all have to take me.
Look, I'm put you like this. My first strip club experience in San Antonio was whack. So I was told me and the people I went with went at the wrong time. We didn't go after club hours.
What?
That's why it was whack.
No, but you know what? Now, like the way strip clubs work now, it's just like that. Period. Because when people think of strip clubs, they be thinking like how they see them on the movies and stuff, and how they be hearing about them in Atlanta and Vegas. Really, in a strip club, like if you go to a strip club right now to see women, they're gonna have those pasties on, and they're gonna it's more like bikinis and stuff. So it's not like you see these movies and you be like, oh, everybody naked and all that. It don't be none of that.
No, I think from what I've been seeing,
That exists in like Atlanta, Vegas, and stuff
Dallas,
like that. But
Houston.
Yeah, I heard Dallas and Houston got it.
Houston, they be naked.
Where were we? How did we get here?
I have no idea, but I have another question about that abortion stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Did we all answer whatever the
He
question
was
was?
talking about his trip to Memphis.
Okay.
And his first bottle.
Oh, okay.
And traveled and got poured out.
Thank you for bringing this.
That hurt my heart though.
What's going to happen to the abortion clinics in these places? And the people that work there?
They're probably gonna turn to Taco Bells.
And what about their jobs?
I don't know. It might be some bootleggers out here.
And then that...
Boy, did you hear what he said?
Yeah.
That might be real.
Cause
I hope.
have you seen the was that Tyler Perry movie? That Tyler Perry movie for colored women?
Yeah.
When that girl got an abortion, she went to a bootlegger.
Yeah.
Because you gotta think they getting them cosmetic surgeries like that too.
Yeah.
Fake booties in the basement. So wow, that ain't far from the truth. That's all that's gonna happen.
Because they still know how to do it.
Yeah.
They still got access to all the tools.
They might open them a little Instagram or something.
And then on top of that, everything on the internet. You can go to YouTube, do a tutorial on how to do an abortion.
Right? And then those pills, because there's pills you can take.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
So then they probably are going to start putting that online where you can order the pills.
Yeah, I heard.
And then people, I guess, make like as if it never happened, or wow, that's crazy. Because really,
wow. Then what if something goes wrong? Like, there's so many.
So so this only creates more crime in the end. It only
crimes and questions and chaos.
More health conditions and stuff like that. Because if people doing these things, and God forbid somebody do this, and I'm not trying to be funny at all, but I'm sure we've all heard of people that they get pregnant and then they throw themselves down the stairs, or they like drink bleach, or they do things on purpose that's pretty much sabotage it. Which I'm very sure that's bad for not just the baby's health, because when they're doing that on purpose for that. But it's bad for your health to say, okay, I'm gonna consume bleach, or I'm gonna throw myself down the stairs and everything else. Like, if you don't want to look at this side of it, like, you're not being real with yourself about this situation. Because you might just, you could say, oh, ain't nobody gonna do that. If you cut abortion out, it's all good. It's not all good. People gonna be doing this stuff. When you think about it, you really could feel a way about donating sperm. Like, because I always thought, like, I ain't gonna lie, at one point in time, my money was strange. And I had Googled it, donating sperm. And they said that, they don't do it here in San Antonio, or I don't know if they do it now, but at the time I looked, they only had it in Austin, Texas. So I said, cool, hour and a half or something like that. I'll go up there and just go and make it happen. And you're just supposed to go in there, they give you some cocoa butter in a magazine, and you go make that happen. But then I thought, can I live with myself? You get like $1,000 a pop every time you do it. $1,000. So, but and they like you sign a thing, you're not obligated for the kid and everything. But I don't know if I could do it. Myself, if I could deal with I know I have other kids. I know I have them because of what I do.
I wish we could be just like doing DNA tests left and right, because what I want, and Quavo, if you listen to this, I would love for Quavo and ScorpionKing to do a DNA test, because I swear
they really
every time I was listening to what was it called, water or
Pure Water.
Pure Water, I was like, no, y'all related. I was like, this is you. Are you Hannah Montana right now? Like, one of the two. If you're Quavo, just let us know. Like, just let us know.
Because you got to think about it. Like I said, we from Mississippi. Offset is from Mississippi originally.
For real?
Yeah. And if Offset is from Mississippi and he the relative of Quavo and Takeoff,
yeah, they are really.
That mean they got folks.
That's crazy though, how they relate.
Yeah, to be honest, and I'm not even being humorous. I think if we did the little ancestry thing or whatever you want to call it, African ancestry, 23andMe. If Quavo did it as well, we would find that link. And I know if y'all want to listen to the podcast, don't try to listen when we find out ScorpionKing is kin to the Migos. Because now you want to listen and subscribe. Don't try to subscribe now.
That's Quavo's cousin. I'm trying to listen.
I might have to turn my name.
I already told Scorp what happened to me, that I've been spotted out here, that people are seeing us and recognizing us.
I might have to turn my name to Scorp Huncho.
Yeah.
Huncho Scorp.
He gonna start saying mama.
Mama. Oh my gosh. I got this a question I have. This go for you know when I have
mama,
these kind of
that's
questions.
your drop now.
Mama, right? Might have to get that incorporated.
I don't want to get charged for that.
Oh yeah.
Take off Quavo.
We just gonna take it off. That's
we're gonna take it off anyway.
Yeah, real quick.
Cause see, if we take that off of y'all, it'll just kind of offset the way y'all do things for Huncho Scorp. But
I'm finna rock this shit too.
Huncho Scorp.
Scorp Huncho.
Oh shit.
Hey,
look.
It's a ring to it. I can see it.
Yeah, I can see it too. You know, made me want to Millie Rock. Make us want to walk it like we talking.
I'm trying to do the whoa.
And make us want to say whoa. No Black Rob.
Oh my God.
But I was wondering. I don't remember if I saw this somewhere or if it just crossed my mind. We know I got strange mind. If a woman or a man is a hoe. Say it again, Scorp.
Wait a minute.
If a man or a woman is a hoe, is that for life, or is that for in the meantime? And I'm gonna start at Scorp this time.
I don't know.
So, because okay, just say it's a girl you knew in high school.
Okay.
If everybody knew she was a hoe, are you gonna always see them that way, or would you say, okay, they ain't a hoe no more? Like you say, how Big Pun and Joe said, they don't want to be a player no more. They change, and they really do change, and they quit doing what they used to do. But they got a lot of bodies on them back in the day. Is this person a hoe still? Or are you gonna say they used to be a hoe back?
I'm ready for my answer. Scorp, if you ain't got it, I got it.
Go for it.
Oh, okay. My answer is yes.
You're always a hoe forever.
Yeah, it's just kind of like when Batman says, I'm going home for the night. Like, he just puts his cape in the closet. He's still Batman. Yeah, he can get right back into that cape. Like, it's right there. It's right there. Just because you retired doesn't mean you can't get right back into it. You know?
So
even with Michael Jordan, he's like, oh, I'm going to hang my jersey up. He got right back into it.
Yeah, he put it back on.
So you can come out of retirement any day you like.
But while they're in retirement, do you still look at that person like...
Because you can come out of retirement at any time.
So they're still a hoe the whole time?
Yeah.
Even during retirement?
Yeah. That's what I feel like. I mean...
Yeah.
Well, I'll put it to you like this.
Because, go ahead.
You can't just stop.
I mean...
I'm gonna ask a different question too.
I know some retired hoes.
But you heard the same conversation where they're like, shoot, I'll get right back out there.
Yeah.
They playing.
I'll start by doing what I used to do.
Yeah, when they
dust this cape right off and get
when
right
they
back
going
on.
when they say that when they going through a situation, because back then with this with me and my homeboy Jonathan B used to say, we not hoes, we just give to the needy and not the greedy.
Oh, here this theory go.
Yeah, and with that being said, I know that's been said on the podcast before. But yeah, you got. I know plenty of people that used to be hoes in school.
Y'all don't know he did air quotes.
Yeah,
go ahead.
But now, as you see them now as they progress,
They carry themselves different.
they carry themselves different. But still, in the back of your head, you gonna still remember them how they used to act back in the day.
So look, and I'm gonna still answer the question. I'm gonna answer both of these questions. If you was a single man and you had the opportunity with a woman of your dreams, and she used to be a prostitute, and now she a woman of the cloth, she want to be your first lady of the church.
Oh, wow.
She a woman of holiness.
Holiness.
Poorliness.
Y'all so wrong.
Why you choose these words like this?
Poorliness.
Y'all are so wrong.
Don't put that on me, Scorp. He said it on purpose.
She did it.
To my holiness.
She did that. You heard what she did. Is she a woman of holiness?
As the words of White Child, I'm not fooling with y'all.
So would you feel? Would you let it slide because she don't do that no more? Or would you be like,
I don't know.
Jesus did it.
What?
Mary Magdalene. Jesus did it. She
Bro.
washed his feet and he said, all right, you good.
yeah.
Let's get back to it. She had so many husbands and all types of stuff, and they were stoning her.
Yeah.
And he said, cast the first stone. Nobody threw stones, and he said, come with me.
I think
With that gospel being preached.
me personally, I think that's kind of different.
How is that different? Because it's Jesus?
Compared to now, that's different.
How is
In
that
my
different?
opinion.
A hoe is a hoe, ain't she?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to talk down on Mary, but I'm Mary
that's
Magdalene, but I'm like, she was like, in the words of S.A. Wild, she was official. She was official.
Yeah.
I'm talking about she was out there getting stoned.
Yeah.
People were like, she's just let's stone her.
What did he say? What that mouth do?
I mean, I'm not, no blasphemy.
I see.
But
I know
I'm
what
just
you
saying,
mean. What you said.
like, this isn't just run of the mill. This is like some
my
major
God.
stuff.
Go ahead.
But in all no, people used to say I was a hoe. I wasn't a hoe. I just pick and choose.
You were just a Quavo.
I was just. I was just picking and choosing who I wanted to slang and bang with. That's all what that was. But, like I said before, man, if there was a hoe back then and, they said you see them, change, like I said, and all, you still gonna remember what they used to do back in the day. Prime example in the movie, Think Like a Man. What was the dude named Geek the Freak? Yeah, he was known as a hoe in that movie. But then in reality, he wanted to change. He didn't want to be what he was known before back in the day. So in reality, people can change, but it's all in how you want to change. You still want to keep that whole mentality. If you don't want to keep that whole mentality, it's all a mind thing. That's all.
Odd to me though. Like, I don't know. People be O's, and it's just like, to me, I'm like, people think it's something special about being an O. Like, anybody
Like
can
they
be
proud
one.
of it?
Like, no, like, it's special. Like, like, I'm out here getting this and I'm getting that. It's like anybody can get this and get that. Like, it's not that difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is not impressive.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Like, that's my opinion.
Yeah, they say it as if
they're doing something.
Yeah.
Like, this is some feat, something magical.
like they
And
grab
it's
a Ferrari or something.
I mean, but I guess it depends on the level of people that you're talking to. I guess that also takes into effect. Because if you're out here talking to ones and twos, it's like, well,
you a hoe for a different reason.
Yeah, this is just basic.
You're just going off quantity and not quality at that point.
Yeah, 5s and ups and whatever, 7s and ups, whatever. Then it's like, oh, well, this is kind of a feat. I'm impressed.
Yeah, her trying to get a certificate.
Live your dreams.
I think
they living their best life.
Yeah, you living it. You're getting flued out. I see you. I see you.
Smile, bitch, come on.
You're out here vacationing with Little John. I see you.
Okay.
Have y'all seen that commercial?
The trip advisor.
Something like that.
With him, what is it? Zip lining or whatever. Yeah. I've been seeing that video, that commercial.
Oh my God.
Oh Lord, Lil John fell off for real there.
Yeah. Now you got a Pepsi commercial too, though.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think
that's a good question.
What's that?
If you do a commercial, did you fall off? Or it depends on who the commercial is for. Because you know, Cardi did the commercial for Pepsi.
Wow. She got 2 of them. She got 2 commercials.
And that was legit.
Yeah.
But was it because it was during the Super Bowl, like a Super Bowl commercial?
Yeah, it was.
That's the reason why it was legit?
Yeah.
Because if it was just a Pepsi commercial, it would be like, oh, it should
Yeah, it's 2 different versions of it. You know, one of them, Lil Jon in it, and then another one is with the dude with play the 40-year-old version.
Oh yeah, Steve Carell.
Yeah, he in there also.
Yeah, Steve Carell.
That's him.
I thought that was Jimmy.
No.
Yeah,
he in there too.
Commercial?
But I think they personally pick Cardi B, you know, because she's the hottest thing popping right now.
Yeah.
They do pick who they want in the Pepsi commercial. And from what I've been hearing, I don't know if it's true or not, but a lot of people like that commercial better than they did the Beyonce commercial.
Wow.
I don't know if that's true or not.
I don't remember the Beyonce commercial, so I'm going to have to give it to Cardi. Just
based off of
that,
yeah.
I remember her.
We should... That speaks a lot because we should have known this.
I didn't even know Beyonce had a commercial with Pepsi.
Yeah.
Oh, was it the one that dun,
yeah.
Oh.
She was like walking outside the gas station.
Oh.
Yeah, that commercial.
I guess because she ain't say nothing, did she?
No, she didn't. She did walk
down the street. No, maybe.
I don't even know if Beyonce talks. I'll be seeing gifs and stuff of interviews. I'm like, when she interviewed?
You know what? It's funny you said that because I feel like Beyonce, when I hear her sing and rap now, like, you know, now she be dropping bars as well.
She be dropping bars.
Yeah, she do.
Okay.
And I'll say this for Lynneopoly and let her do her thing. Shout out to the H-Town.
Hey.
But Beyonce, yeah, I don't remember what her voice sound like. Besides her singing voice and rapping voice, I know. But when I hear anything or see anything and I see her talk, I be like, oh. And to be honest, I kind of agree. Most of the time, it's something old, or I see like an old clip from something. Mm-hmm. She hitting us with that Silent J.
And I be wondering, Jay and Silent
J,
Bob.
J.
I be wondering how Jay-Z be talking. Like, sometimes, I know he did like some recent interviews.
Yeah.
But
he did a concert here recently.
Mm-hmm.
In New York?
I don't know where it was.
Yeah, it was in New York.
But he did a song about Nipsey Hussle.
Oh, yeah.
That's all over social media. They said that she did her thing down there in Coachella.
Oh, yeah.
They said she was the first black, and I repeat, black person that opened up for Coachella.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and she did. A lot of folks said she did her thing, and it's all over Netflix and everything. So yeah, and then they said with that, it's telling with the Netflix, I didn't watch it. I ain't gonna be honest with you, I fell asleep. My girl watching it, and I fell asleep on it.
Yeah, I turned it on.
I ain't finna lie to you. But yeah, they saying it's like sort of a documentary.
Yeah.
Of her and when she performed Coachella, and she talking about all types of stuff. So
yeah, her performance last year, they doing the whole thing like they were filming it last year at last year's Coachella, and then this year they released it and stuff.
Yeah, so they said she did her thug thizzle.
Back to hoes.
Oh man, I was about to go off to another.
Don't forget You got.
I got in different area code.
I don't know why I was so excited when he shouted out Houston.
Oh.
I was like, that's us. And I'm like,
that's not a positive shout out, right?
Yeah.
I think, to be honest,
like, why are you happy about this?
To be honest, when even though like y'all lucky because y'all from Houston and stuff, so y'all get shout out more often.
True.
But like when we hear, I know when I heard us on like even on I think on the beginning on how you do that Mississippi, y'all, you don't care. I'm like, oh my god, like I was tripping back in the day. 'Cause I was like, he said that, you heard him.
I was tripping when they did that. I was tripping when T.I. shout out Mississippi too on Bring 'Em Out.
Oh yeah, Bring 'Em Out.
He shout out to Mississippi on them too. So it was another rapper too, Rick Ross. He shout out Mississippi all the time. Clarksdale.
Yeah.
He always shout out Clarksdale.
If you question me and you said no, Rick Ross is from Florida. He was born in Clarksdale, Mississippi, and then moved to Florida. Dropping fun facts. Now,
I'm trying to claim people. Okay.
No,
hey, we
y'all in the struggle trying to claim people.
Look,
he spent 2 years of his life there.
That's why I'm not gonna claim him.
He was there for 2 years.
Look,
we don't claim
him.
We claim everybody except for Big Draco.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
We don't claim Draco.
Why not?
Draco.
I agree with her though. I ain't gonna claim Ross either because I think I don't know how old he was, but I know he was super young. Snoop Dogg from Mississippi.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna be like, yeah.
A lot of his family from Mississippi. Snoop, a lot of his family from Mississippi.
Yeah, Ray J from there, Brandy from there, but the same thing.
Oprah, Morgan Freeman, of course, David Banner, Big Crip, Ray Shrimmer. A lot of people, but a lot of people say that Oprah don't claim Mississippi no more. She claims Chicago.
I don't know. I know Oprah's a strange woman. That's a whole different topic.
Yeah.
I don't know if she claims that or people just associate her with it.
With Chicago?
Yeah, because that's where she did her show. So I don't know if it's. I don't think she's saying that. Like,
I never heard her say.
I think it's just people.
But Morgan Freeman, he got a house in Oxford and he got a house in Clarksdale.
Oh, well.
Yeah. So when he not doing movies and stuff, he back in Mississippi.
I see y'all didn't even mention Elvis.
Oh, fuck Elvis.
That should be the first thing you mention, right?
Fuck Elvis.
I say that now. People ask me, where you from? Tupelo. What is that? Have you ever heard of Elvis? Oh, yeah, I heard him. Oh, okay.
That guy.
Yeah.
I take it back. I should not be saying fuck Elvis, but I did hear he had special beliefs. And if he did have those special beliefs about black folks, and we do know that he did marry a 14-year-old.
A 14-year-old woman.
I don't want to.
Girl.
Y'all don't want to talk. Y'all don't want to talk about that, but y'all want to jump on kills.
Moving right on. A hoe is for life, as we all stated. I did. I think, and I don't know if we all been here.
Is there anything you can do to repent from being an O? Like, to wash? Can you wash that away? Like,
can you wash your sins away?
Is there any way to wash it away?
You gotta talk to God.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
In the people's eyes.
In the people's eyes.
I don't know about that now.
Me personally, I have not talked to people because of that. Because of what I heard, what they used to do, and they don't do that now. But I'm just I don't know how safe this is, even being in this situation. So I just be like, nah, I'm cool. And I know people be like, oh, it's a rumor. I've heard that it's a rumor. Don't believe it, but I don't want to. I don't want to find out. I don't want somebody to tell me something, and then I just be like, oh, it's a rumor. She said it's a rumor. Then I go find out another way. Then don't want to listen as, you know what I'm saying.
I mean, okay, I love my city.
Mm-hmm.
I love my city. But I've literally only messed with one person in Houston. Like, when I came to
You
San
probably
Antonio,
heard stuff with...
I've heard so much about Houston. And so when I came here and then I moved back to Houston, I was paranoid. Like, somebody literally, when I first moved back, they literally was like, I got my papers right here and showed me their medical papers, and I'm like, this is wild.
Did you think that's bad? They have to.
Yeah, I was like, this is insane. So I'm like, I have no idea if this is the norm in Houston, because when I was there, I was still just keeping to myself and whatnot, even here. But it's just I don't know, Do y'all get that about about y'all city or state or even being close to kind of Atlanta, like towards that way?
It's so bad back home that I have met people.
Everybody know everybody. Back home.
I met people and people put the brakes on that right off the jump. Like I'd be like, hey, I met this girl. Her name is such, and then I could be around just 3 or 4 people, and they'd be like, "Oh, you talking about the one with the red truck? Live up there on such?"
Why do you always say with the red truck? I think this is a literal person,
or whatever.
I think so. I swear, if we run this back, you said this 10 times, at least 10 times.
They say with the
one
blue,
with the red truck,
the blue Honda.
Who has? Please call us
if you got the red truck.
If you got the red truck, or know the person with the red truck. If you outside park with the red truck, please give us a call. Or
if you traded the red truck in and you got a blue Honda or a silver Camry or whatever you got now, we still heard about you.
Drop the phone number.
And you could call in at 210-580-4326, and again that's 210-580-4326.
I need to know who got this red truck. What is going on? This is insane. I think you know who it is, Scorp. And you just be like, yeah, that red truck. I know.
No, but that alone scared me. And I ain't saying people can't know people, but when people be like, oh, yeah, we know her, and then it's like a snickering, we sure enough know her. I'm like, damn, no, I'm cool. I'm cool on that.
Shit, that was high school right there.
Like, yeah, so that makes me like, nah, I'm good. And then I remember at one point in time, you'd be like, oh, who is that? They'd be like, oh, you don't want that. I'm like, all right, who is that? Yep. You don't want that either. So I'm like, damn.
That was a sign right
I'm like,
there.
all right, I'm straight. I'm gonna just chill.
You think that people still are even concerned about that? Because I was watching this thing. I don't know if y'all know, and I don't know if this is even true, but y'all know who Bad Baby is, right?
Oh,
the Catch Me Outside girl.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so apparently, or rumor has it, or whatever you want to call it, that she's messing around with NBA YoungBoy.
Woo!
And she got his name tattooed on her, or whatever.
You hear the score?
I'm listening.
So, and you know
notes.
that NBA came out like earlier this year, or the end of last year, whichever one, and was like, I got herpes.
Mm-hmm.
He made a song about it.
Wait a minute.
He came out himself.
I ain't heard that.
Yeah.
He came out himself and said this.
I got herpes in my blood.
I need me a shot of 500.
His mom made a video and was like,
yeah, that's true or something.
Yeah, so it's confirmed he has this. And I don't know about all diseases and stuff, so I just be careful.
Scorp walked off the set, y'all.
I just
be my shot of 500.
I just be trying to be careful, so I don't know what's curable and what's not curable. I just know, hey, be careful out here. It's wild.
That one ain't.
So I assume that this one's not curable. Yeah, so it's not curable. So she's messing with him. So it's just like the fact that she knows he has this condition. Why would you still mess with him? And then it's just like, do you think people are still concerned about stuff like that? Like, is that a concern, or people are just like, I'll get a shot, I'll live with it? Whatever.
Yeah, I don't think people care no more, because I think people are so excited to have sex that they just like, they kind of like, I'm having sex. I always said, that's what I think. I think that's what hickeys are. I think people just get hickeys to be like, look, I had sex. Want to see my sex receipt? I had sex. You want to see? Look, you see all that sex on my neck? Like, people want to show that they had sex. So people don't. I got sex spilled all over me. Like, cut it out.
Shit.
Yeah, I always said, if you getting some, you ain't got no proof. You don't need no proof. Just get some. Get some.
I mean, if you get some, you can tell you still getting proof without the hickeys.
Yeah.
Shit, look how they walk.
Yeah.
They got a brand new walk.
Yeah. The Bambies.
Oh, they got a brand new talk.
Yeah, them Bambies.
You got to have them hickeys.
Yeah, you walk around doing a Cupid shuffle with no music on. That means you getting it right. But
I'm putting it like this. I ain't never heard this until I've been out here in Texas. I was at work.
We're having a moment, y'all.
This woman told me, she got pimples on her face. I'm like, okay.
Oh, horny pimples.
She talking about that means I ain't been getting none. I'm like, what? I ain't never heard that term before.
Yeah. You'll start breaking out and shit.
And then she was like, so like 2 days passed by and she was like, look, that pimple gone. I said, you must got you some. She was like, yeah. I said, I ain't never heard no shit like that before. But you know, back at home they say, if you ain't getting no sex, you get heat bumps.
Yeah.
That's what they say back at home. You get heat bumps.
They're just using different terms. You're gonna break out and stuff like that. But I don't know, like to right where Lynneopoly was saying about folks don't care, and it's a gentleman that you know that we went to school for with.
Man, if you tell us that story again about the dude doing it in the throw up or whatever.
Oh no, I'm not saying that.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
I ain't telling that story. Yes, I do know a man that had sex in a pallet throw up.
Cut it out.
I'm scared about the other thing.
And I want to talk about Webby right now.
Oh
No, I'm just
back in college.
Just real tired.
Okay, hold on, y'all. Back in college when. Cut it out.
No,
Y'all play too much.
We just joking, man.
Shout out to my child.
Yeah, shout out.
He ain't gonna hear this, but
Yeah.
go ahead.
It might make him reminisce about back in college when he would have sex to Webby. I knew a gentleman that everybody at our school knew that he was
Hold on, this was high school, man.
it was in junior high at first, but
We went to high school with this nigga too.
Yeah, in junior high and high school, he was having lots of intercourse. Not a little bit, but a whole lot of
I
intercourse.
already know who you talking about.
To the point that people said that he had growing cauliflower on it.
Oh, I know who you talking about now.
Yeah. So he started having vegetables on it.
I know who you talking about now.
Yeah, I knew that'd make you remember.
Yeah.
And that's it. He tried to hold it on by a tape, put some tape on it or something. But
I know exactly who you talking about. He married now.
I remember one time having a conversation with him, and he told me that he had numerous STDs, and he said that his goal was to see how many more can he catch.
No, wait.
Because he said he already had, like, you know, whatever he had, but he said he was trying to see what else he can catch. Now, with me hearing this rumor so many times and then him telling me this straight up, he was kind of like, I don't give a fuck, and, you know, stuff like that. So I used to always see he had a girlfriend all the time, so I would always wonder, why does he have a girlfriend? Because everybody know what he be doing. He went to a party one time. I don't remember if it was this him or somebody else telling me, but that he went in the back room at the party and he like laid in the dark and he was laying. He said he was feeling so drunk at the party that he turned the lights off. He said a girl came in the back room and laid in the bed with him. She reached over for his cauliflower and she wanted to do some stuff. She went on, did it raw, and then they turned the light on afterwards. She said she didn't know that was him, so you know she caught something. But my thing about that, even I'm like, so you just felt a dude in the bed and you just started doing it, like you didn't know necessarily who it was. You just knew it was a penis in the bed. And he said, with this penis being in here, I'm going to get this thing.
She didn't even know that was confirmed. She was just like...
Yeah, it was just a silhouette. Yeah, it was a human in there.
A human.
She said, I'm ready for some human intercourse. And at that point, I was like, damn, people don't give a fuck for real.
Because you don't even know. Because, you know, what they were saying before, our young M.A. was walking around with a strap on. So it's like, you don't even know that was a dude in it. Like, you don't even know. Like, it's just like you didn't even know.
I'm done.
I'm done. You just said, I felt something and I got on it. Like, at that point, I jumped on it and, you know. Yeah, so.
Like Will Smith, jump on it.
Jump on it. That's what happened. So, I'm going to go on and say, nah, folks don't care.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie, that dude, he was bad at football though. He can play some football.
He probably was so used to running fast, jumping out of men's
I got hit by him.
House.
I done got hit by him in practice football so many times.
Did you tighten your pants up when he hit you?
What?
Make sure you don't get close.
So with that, how you said, like people will tell you like, don't mess with that person with the red truck, or you talking about Susie with the red truck or whatever. Like,
what I'm gonna say is you take your horse down to a different direction and ride till you can't no more.
That's exactly what I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
Do you warn them like, hey, that's not good.
That's a road you don't want to travel.
Yeah, don't go over there.
I mean, yeah.
Or you just be like, oh.
Damn,
some people, I don't know how it is out here in Texas, but
people just say, oh.
Back at home, you know, some people, if you like cool with them and stuff like that, you'll tell them, you know, like, that ain't what you want. Stuff like that. But if you don't fuck with them, you know what I'm saying, somebody trying to holler at that person and you know exactly what that person about, 9 times out of 10, some people ain't gonna say shit.
You see, I remember, and I'm not saying this being funny at all, but I remember sitting in class, and I remember this girl that would always go to the doctor. She would always be like, I had to go to the doctor again. I had to go to the doctor. She would absent a lot and stuff like that. And I saw she came back with a lot of papers. I ain't gonna lie, I was a nosy son of a bitch in high school. She had stuck the papers like on the back of her desk, like it was like a pocket thing back there, kind of like in a car, like that. Like she stuck it back there, and I sat behind her. I could see it, and it was like, now that you are aware that you have HIV, such and such and such, these are the first steps. And this was in high school.
Got me thinking, which one you talking about?
Which one?
That's scary enough.
We had more than one back in high school.
I'm sure we had more than one.
So
There's a lot of stuff, you know.
The whole football team ran through 2 of them.
yeah, I remember this. And I don't know, y'all tell me if I had to cut this out. This is the first time I'm going to need y'all to tell me. I'm going to quit. I'm going to be done for the day after this. And you might remember this, Scorp. There was a girl in high school that, I don't know if she was like, and I ain't saying this one to be funny either, like, you know, how they be like, I just wanted to be liked or stuff like that. But I remember, like, sometime after school, everybody be like, hey, we going to Blank's house. And it'll be like 12 guys or 15 guys or something. And they'll be like, we all gonna go. And I remember they used to tell me, you wanna go? I was like, nah, I'm cool. And people used to be like, oh, you stupid. She gonna do everybody. And I was like, no, I don't wanna go. It's 15 of y'all, 12, 13, 15, 22 or whatever. And they say, we just...
And your grandpa's gonna be there.
Yeah. And I end up hearing about it the next day. They was like, yeah, you just go in there, you just get in line. And I'm thinking if it's 15 people, it must be a line that's wrapped around the building.
Oh, they don't play no games back at home.
So I was like, wow.
Yeah, this was happening in my school. JY Yates. He got Yates back in 2000, 2004.
See what I'm saying?
It was wild. It was wild stuff happening. On the stairwells, all the whole 9. It was wild.
See what I'm saying?
This is a true story, and I was married at the time.
Wow.
My brother and my sister going to this party, this house party. And I work with all these people. We all work with all these people. And they said they had a line at this house party with
Just getting in line.
just getting in line.
What?
Yeah.
I don't even.
Man, it makes so bad. My wife wanted me to go, and I kept telling her, no, I don't want to go.
What?
No, I don't want to go. I ain't know nothing about it. My brother and sister didn't tell me about the party. And then the dude that was hosting the party, he wanted me to be there, and I told him I ain't know nothing about it until like 30 minutes beforehand. And I was like, no, I ain't going. So the next day, no, it was on Saturday. Monday come to work. I heard all about the party. The whole plant knew about the party. And they was like, these 2 girls had a line going on. They had a line going on, everybody who went in the room, they got done up and everything by both of these girls. I'm like, then I told my wife at the time, I said, see, I told you what, that's why I didn't want to go. That's why I attended that party. Yeah, you wanted me to go.
Some of y'all might be saying damn, and some of y'all might be seeing exactly why it's not a game out here. I think the only thing, if Lynneopoly don't have no other words, you look like you got something else on this? Are you heard enough?
Earlier. No, I asked him earlier this week something, and I'm not gonna ask him now. I was going to, but I changed my mind. But
I want to know, like, Joe.
Nah, it's not a question to him. It's a question to you.
To
And
me?
I'm not. Yeah. Don't sound like Soulja
Wait
Boy.
a minute.
It's to me. Me?
Drake?
Yeah.
Drake.
But
You can
You
answer
know.
me after the podcast.
you ain't gonna answer. This is a deep question.
Okay.
But I was watching an interview earlier this week, or maybe it was yesterday, but it was Black China. I'm gonna ask you. We can cut. We can always cut. If you don't, if you
We
want,
talking about Black China.
we can cut it. If you can cut it.
Yeah, just ask him, and if he say cut it, we'll cut it.
Okay. So anyway, I was watching the interview of Black China, and it wasn't a very good interview in my opinion. But who knows? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how I would do in an interview. But anyway, so she was there, and she said she has a docu-series coming out.
Oh, wow.
And so I want to know, like, are y'all planning? Would you watch her docu-series? It's about her life.
Oh, how
I'll watch the pilot so I can laugh.
About what she's up to.
You want?
And it's not gonna have Rob in it. It's not gonna have Tyga in it.
We don't know that.
She said it ain't gonna have him. She said she don't know.
Oh, so she don't say how she became famous?
It's just gonna be her in it, and they're gonna be walking around following her life.
What she do?
They're gonna be a boring ass documentary.
Her mom's not gonna be in it.
It's just her.
It's gonna be her eating potato chips.
All you gotta do is get on her damn Instagram page and see this shit.
That's what I said. It's nothing but a live. You're just doing a live. But, I wish her best of luck. Like, I wish her best of luck. But my question that I was thinking about was, that I was wondering, and I wish that Sawildchild was here. Because I want to ask him this too, but I guess...
I can picture his answer right now in my head.
But I guess you're just on the spot, Scorp. Would you... Because I was just like, on the interview, she had nothing to say. She had nothing to say. And to me, she looked like an anime character. Like... But no offense, I'm just saying. But would you if you were single you, would you
mess around?
not mess with her, because that's different. Would you seriously date Black China, like on a serious level?
No.
What'll stop you from doing it?
Simply because I'm gonna tell you how she got her career started. She tried to follow Amber Rose. She wanted to do everything Amber Rose wanted to do.
That's true.
So, I would.
So she followed the path of these young ladies that we talking about. They had a line.
Yeah. She wanted to do it. That's how you think about it. That's how Amber Rose got famous.
How many dudes she fucked? A lot.
And he said it was me.
So I wouldn't do it.
Like those memes going around, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't believe all these people are messing with Black China. I'm all these people.
Yeah, I be seeing them.
I can't do it.
Oh my god.
Okay. Now, I'm proud of you for saying that. And no offense to Black China, but I'm just saying, at the moment where she's at right now, it's kind of like...
Yeah, it's at a...
No judgment, but just as,
I'm
you don't want to go there.
She never did have the gas on. She pumped the brakes from the start. Do you appreciate fake butts?
Hell no. Really?
Be honest.
No.
You see Nicki Minaj? Every time.
Cardi B. Let's say Cardi B.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say the difference between Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. Every time you see Cardi B video, her butt stays the same to me. You see Nicki Minaj video, it look like her butt getting expanded and expanded each damn time.
It be the fish eye on the video.
But then you look on her Instagram, her butt don't even look like that.
It's a fish eye.
Maybe it's a special edit.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
You heard of that fish eye.
The butt edit.
Oh, are y'all gonna try out that Snapchat filter?
Where you gonna change to a woman?
Yeah, it turns.
Hell no.
So your girl hasn't tried to put that on your face yet?
No. I seen. Look.
You lying? I'm talking about not post it, but just put your face.
Hey,
on.
No. I haven't seen somebody put their child. Her child was a boy.
Oh wow.
With that damn filter, and I'm like, what in the fuck is going on?
We're gonna move right on.
And then on top of that, I can't stand this dude, but he had a clear point about that what his name? Neo Brown. Talking about
Nino Brown.
Nino Brown talking about he talking about some Snapchat and turned to a homosexual now.
Mm-hmm.
with that filter, and you see a lot of folks doing that. I see a lot of folks on my Snapchat. But why? Well, I don't know. Understand?
Who is it for?
So I won't say that is.
Who is that for though?
It's for us to use. We want to be beautified. We want to be a baddie.
But why is
no? But it makes you turn to a man. It makes
no, it don't.
No, it makes you turn to a woman.
It's just a girl filter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just makeup.
I thought it made women turn to men.
No,
and men turn.
No, it's just makeup and hair.
Oh,
it's for us to be all done up without being
it's
done
just
up.
like you getting on there and you want to look like a woman with blonde
But
hair.
if a woman do it, they gonna continue
we
to
just
be
gonna look like us.
They gonna continue to look like a woman. That's why I said I know this woman. She put her son on that damn filter.
The problem is, putting it on your boyfriend and whatnot. Like,
no,
that's when the problem, and your son and stuff like that. That's when the problem.
That's when I seen. I'm like, wait a minute.
I saw on Facebook this woman put it on her boyfriend, so they both turn into women. Then they start kissing and stuff.
I have a question. Okay, I posted this before we shut it down. I posted this in the group, and I don't know if you saw it, Scorp. But since you have a daughter, I'm gonna ask you.
You posted it earlier today?
Yeah. You probably saw the question, but I'm gonna just say it real quick. So me and my daughter, we were watching some movie, and at the end of the movie, she was like, I like that character. Call me by this boy's name. And I was just like, I'm not saying that. I'm not calling you that. So just drop it. I'm not calling you that. How would you feel if your daughter was like, call me by this boy's name? Would you feel some type of way, or would you be like, cut it right there. We're not calling you that.
She can say, call me Larry.
First of all, y'all want the truth.
Y'all sure. You don't gotta say it wild, but just,
First of all, I'm keeping it raw. Okay. First of all, she gonna get her head cussed out for one. And I'm gonna tell her that ain't your damn name.
Your name's Toby.
that ain't the name that's on your birth certificate. So that ain't the name I'm gonna call you.
Yeah.
So, with that being said,
it's Kunta.
No, I can't do that.
No,
forgive us.
Because some fact is, like you said, nowadays a lot of kids expand to a whole lot of new stuff. They learning a lot more. Like you said, my daughter 5 years old. She learning a whole lot of stuff now than what I knew at 5 years old. Like I said on the previous episode, I don't know which episode it was, but she know the whole damn song of Bad and Bougie.
Mm-hmm.
Front to back. And stuff, like I said, at that age, I ain't know nothing about rap music. Mm-hmm. So, nowadays, and then on top of that, she got a cell phone at the age of 5. Oh. Yeah. So, nowadays, a lot of kids, they learn a lot more. And then now, they got more, like, social media and apps and going on, like YouTube and what's this other one called now, TikTok. I've been hearing, they got a lot of stuff about that. And my girlfriend, she going through some stuff with that, with her daughter, with the TikTok stuff. And she told me the other day that she know this song, this City Girl song, the new song they got. She said she know that. She said her daughter know that whole song front to back, and she just turned 13.
But then I hear stuff like that and it's sad. But then I have to also look at myself and be like, at 12, 11, 12, I was sitting there seeing Project Chick. I need a hood rat chick. I was seeing the real words, the bleeped out stuff. I was sitting there saying,
And then on top of that,
so
I also heard this out that her son knew I'll say half of the song of 3 6 Mafia, Slob on My Knob.
Oh.
Yeah, he knew it word for word.
How old is he?
What?
That's not from his era.
I know. I know. He was.
How did you even know this song?
Where did you get that from?
He was young. She said they used to play it on the radio and they played the edit version.
I'm trying to figure out how you edit this song.
And he knew the edit version and stuff like that. She didn't know the song, the real actual song, until I used to play it and stuff like that. She was like, "Wow, they saying that stuff." I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like,
"This." A lot of songs.
I was like. I told her, I was like, this is what we used to bump to back at home. Yeah. The real version, not the edited version.
There's some real versions of songs I've never heard. I've never heard the real version of that song.
You hear it, you're gonna be shocked.
Does he say like corn on the cob? Or
Yeah, he said
That's
all
still
of
there.
it.
He still says that.
This is all.
Slop on my knob, like corn on the cob. Check in with me. And do your job. Lay on the bed and give me head. Don't have to ask, don't have to beg.
Juicy is my name, sex is my game. Let's call the boys, let's run a train. Squeeze on my nuts, lick on my butt. The natural curly hairs, please don't touch. Real name Rover, I said bend over. I started to knock, then came the odor. Yeah, it get real raw. Smell like mush. Should've had a dish. Told her to stop.
And
Yeah.
I'm
Then it
just
say,
thinking of a kid.
then it say, suck a nigga dick or something.
Oh yeah. Have you heard the other one? Slop on my cat.
Oh yeah, I heard
The
that.
woman one.
I heard the woman version.
Oh.
Yeah, that. See, back at home we listen to the raw
I'm
shit.
just thinking, I know I've heard that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just thinking of a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
saying that. It's like
Yeah,
I feel some type of
it's
way.
Yeah, you gotta press stop real quick.
Yeah, it's like, you know what?
It's
I don't want to
crazy.
hear that no more.
You slam the brakes on.
That's just like
I've
I've
been.
been. That's just like oh lord.
Stomp. Can we get some stomp? I don't know if you can say stomp.
That's just like that Boosie song
Take me to
I be
my
listening to all the time. Have you heard that Try to Get Nasty by Boosie? You need to hear that song
I don't
too.
mess with Boosie.
You just need to hear that one song. Try to Get Nasty by Boosie.
I'm trying to think what's Slop on my knob may be the worst rap sex song ever.
It is.
I'm
And I can't think of nothing worse than that.
Speaking of that, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was trying to think what else is close to it. Because it's a lot of bad rap, but I think that might be the worst, most graphic sexually that I can think
I
of.
say Boosie next. To Try to Get Nasty song.
Too Short.
All Plies and stuff.
Yeah, Plies.
Plies
It
in
was
there
just
too.
like-
I left him out on purpose because I knew you had Plies on deck.
It's just
I
like,
said, baby.
it's super graphic, and it's just like, what did you just say? Like,
What was the these are the tales, the freaky tales. These are the tales that I tell so well. They're Too Short. Too Short was pretty bad, but yeah, 3-6 Mafia. That's Trina was bad sexually with the stuff because she was the first woman I know of that said she gonna put it on you. I don't even want to say it.
What about that?
You know what I'm gonna say? I don't want to say it.
My
She gonna
neck.
put it on your face while her
my
period
neck,
on.
my back.
Oh yeah, Kaya was bad. But Trina said put it on your face while her period on. And that's when I put on on the baddest bitch, how we said it, listen to the edit version, you won't know that. But it was on, you hear the explicit version, she said something about fuck him on the joint while period on, put it on the face. I was like, whoa! That when I first said I see what women be talking about men be talking graphic, men be saying this, then they get mad when we say this, and I said, y'all got a valid point. Y'all don't listen to what we listen to. I ain't gonna listen to what y'all listen to. If we just have our own
I play
stuff.
Boosie for you after the show.
I'm out this thing unless y'all got something else for 'em.
Oh,
after these messages,
Hey.
we right back.
y'all admit.
I like that. Dang, I miss Saturdays.
Man, what happened? Saturday. Anyway, shout out to everybody who listens. Shout out to the whole squad, the Facebook group. I'm keeping it real brief like we always do. If you're listening, shout out to you. If you want some merch, go ahead and jump on it real quick. Link in the bio, always on the Instagram, Velvet Vibes Podcast. No funny spelling, all one word, vibes with a Z. If you want to hit me up, 100%velvet@gmail.com. You want to give us a call, you want to give us some feedback, you want to cuss me out and call me I'm a son of a bitch. 210-580-4326. I accept it all. Lynneopoly, go ahead and take them away.
You can reach me on everything Lynneopoly. So Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I don't really mess with Twitter, but no shade. But yeah.
Same here.
Yeah, but anything Lynneopoly. Just type in Lynneopoly and whatever it comes up, just click it. Because that's me.
And that's it. Click it.
The one and only. But yeah, and also don't forget to listen to Coolin'. Like,
Coolin'.
it's a vibe. Like, it's a total summer vibe. Like, so,
Super summer vibe.
you know. Anyway,
It's a vibe. Talk about
velvet
Scorp.
vibe.
Vodka in my hand.
Hey.
And
I
we
be
sipping.
She killed it.
First and foremost, I'm gonna give a shout out.
I see you had to put your notes up.
Yeah.
You always talking about Lynneopoly and her notepad. I see you got your notepad.
So you have this episode.
Somebody better shout out Wildchild.
That's what I was finna do.
He
Shout
got
out to
notepad.
Wildchild in his absence. You know, we missed it, bruh. I know you've been here clowning.
We didn't build no dummy this time. We should have built
You
the
probably out
dummy
there crossing T's and dotting I's.
Euro stiff.
Crossing Y's? Crossing X's and Y's?
I don't know what he
Or is
crossed.
that gross? Well, I mean, not gross. Believe me. Just believe me. I'm drunk.
We drinking, man.
Oh my
Go
god.
ahead. Give a shout out to my hair braider, Miss Jessica. She told me to tell y'all hashtag, what's this? Deanna Braids. So if you want to get them discounts, you hit her up. She's in the group. So
How we spelling that hashtag?
there's hashtag DYANS braids. So if you want to hook up on, you know, braids, if you male or female, you know, she do male, female hair. You know what I'm saying? Tell her, if you want that done, you tell her that the ScorpionKing sent you to her.
Hey.
On the way. Give a shout out to the crew. The Lynneopoly is back. You know, give a shout out to all the listeners around the world.
Hey.
Give a shout out to the 500 vodka. You know,
Yes.
we stay drinking.
We got cups full,
We
right?
stay
We
drinking.
stay drinking.
We stay drinking.
That 500 vodka. Give a shout out to Alabama, Atlanta, Mississippi. I don't know what y'all doing down there. Y'all meal doing. Y'all not barbecuing with vibes.
Yo.
We need y'all back on the list. Y'all upsetting me. I'm upset like Drake.
Last time we looked, Mississippi wasn't on the list.
We weren't on the list no more.
Oh god. Was
Yeah.
Houston still there? What is it? Okay.
We had like what, 5 or
Thank
6?
you.
We had 5 or 6 cities from Texas.
Yeah, we could. Texas,
South Park, Sunnyside, Third Ward.
yeah,
Southern
Texas was all through that. From Dallas
Thank
to
you.
El Paso to all that. That was all.
Tyler, Texas, and all. Yeah, Mississippi, y'all falling off. I don't know what y'all doing down there, but
Yeah, I'm gonna go kick somebody in the penis when I go back through there.
we gonna need y'all to step up. 901 Chevy Drive.
Oh yeah.
We need y'all to step up too.
Memphis, yeah.
But like I always say, if you're not in the group, you're not vibing with Velvet Vibes, you're not buying any merch, you're not listening to the podcast, you're not following us on any social media or anything, or you're not even listening to the #1 single out there from the Velvet Vibe podcast, Coolin'.
Fucking your day up.
You meal doing, you're not barbecuing with us, and I'm out this bitch.
Can you do it one time? Can you say
What?
it? Can you say it?
What's that word?
Mama.
Mama!